Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I haven't forgotten you. I know it's been a few weeks. My wife's birthday was a few weeks ago, so we had to celebrate that and took some time off. But we're back at it. We got the bike stripped down. We're looking at options. We got the MX forks on there with the springs, spring suspension. We've got a friend of mine, 3D, printed some. These are all new bushings that go up in here. These soft plastic with grooves in them. They hold oil, so we'll probably replace all those bushings. We gotta get those painted. I'm looking at some other things on there. So we got the 89 2 sprockets in, batteries in, second batteries in. We got the tank gutted. These both be coming out of here. There's some big shrink tape. We'll put those on there so they're not rubbing up against the plastic. And then they'll both plug in there and be parallel. Run to the controller. We'll charge in parallel, so we got a parallel port for our charge. We'll wire that up in there. And then this wire is coming off of the switch here. We'll have to get that wired up. We're still waiting on the voltmeter. It's coming from China. That takes time, man. They got to put it on a boat and sail it over here. So once that comes in, we'll seal all this up on a hot glue and silicone and get all this nice and sealed up. Get it waterproofed. But we've been working. Had a setback. We smoked a 220 amp controller, and we thought we almost smoked this 160 amp. We blew a 48 volt motor. Still got this 3000 watt. So we had a bit of a setback. I think what had happened, there was a different motor on the bike, and we had set some parameters on the controller and then switched motors and still had those settings on the controller, and the fresh motor didn't like the extended parameters, and took a while to identify, and during that time of identification the current was so high it burned it up. So we had a setback on that, but maybe it's a step forward. We might be switching. We might not even go with the Kelly. This one is working. This is the 160 amp. We've used this, so we're not too interested in putting it back in a bike. We know what it's about. We're thinking about maybe going with a Sabaton. They have flux weakening, and we might give that a try. So we've been working. Had to do a couple builds in there. That's probably gonna be the next one. Some guys are asking about other builds. We do other stuff. All these are in various stages, but we might do this quad and get some slicks on there and get some high amps up in it, and maybe turn it into a drift quad. We'll see what's going on. But no, I'm still here, guys. Just had a little setback. Had my wife's birthday, so got the holidays coming up, and man, prices are ridiculous. I bought this bike, which is this bike right here. I bought that in that one right there. I bought 8 weeks ago for which is this bike, for $550 on Amazon, and the current price now I think is almost $700. It's like $680 some, and then taxes and shipping's free, I think, but taxes, it's over $700 just for the bike. So I'm sure everybody's on hold right now. Everything's expensive. So we're in no hurry to get this done. We're going to get this all figured out and get the voltmeter in there and get everything wired. And before we seal it up, I'll go over with you how I wired it. Get the voltmeter. I want to get the voltmeter on this switch. And then we'll run, I think I'm going to run a key switch in the side of the fairing for the controller. That will actually turn the bike on. and then the switch in the tank would just turn the voltmeter on, and this would all remain isolated with just the plugs coming out. This will have the charge port in it, so you can charge it, check the voltage of it and everything, isolated outside of the bike, independently. So, we're looking at this frame. We're thinking about maybe cutting here and adding 2.5, 3 inches there. It would take all of this foot pegs and everything, would take all of that back. It would take the shock mount back, so that would be on more of an angle. So it'll work that way. It'll kick that, so we'll have to sleeve and try to bend something, but I don't want to change the position of that brake mount because that lines up with the caliper on the wheel. But that would be a good place to cut it, and that would give you a bigger battery tray. It would move your foot pegs back, be a better seating position. So we might look at that. I don't have very many welding skills, but I have friends. So we'll see how that looks. But we'll touch base with you guys, see what's up, see if you've had any luck finding a bike. It's crazy. But when we go to side, we're doing some more investigation on the sabotage. We're learning what we can about this flux weakening. If any of you guys knows back EMF, once you get to a certain voltage, you're minusing the voltage that you're applying to it by generating back voltage. So that's my layman definition of it. And there are controllers out there that deal with that. Not Kelly. So we're looking at going a different path. It will allow you, that in fact will allow you to get higher RPMs on a motor. But there's damages and limitations and precautions with that as well. So, but we'll say hi. Got the battery in. Waiting on a few more parts, and get back with you guys when they come in. I know there's another motor coming tomorrow, but we're not gonna do anything with that yet. So I'll catch you guys in a couple of days. See you.